News coming in on the political front in India. As far as the Maharashtra government formation is concerned, the Supreme Court has ordered a trust vote in Maharashtra by 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time tomorrow. The floor test will be done by a pro tem speaker after administering oath to all MLAs. This is the big breaking news that we are bringing to you. The Supreme Court has finally spoken. It has ordered a trust vote in Maharashtra by 5 p.m. tomorrow. For more details and perspective on this news story, let me quickly go across to our political editor, Kartikeya Sharma, who joins me live from the newsroom at this hour. Kartikeya, finally, by ordering a floor test for tomorrow, the extent of scope of judicial review, which was being questioned, the Supreme Court has finally laid that to rest.
See, there are a couple of things here, Akansha, that the Supreme Court has not only decided to go for a floor test, which is 27th tomorrow by 5 p.m. The Supreme Court has also made a decision that the floor test, the proceedings will be videographed. That is number one, which is very important. And it will be done on an open ballot, which means that there is not going to be any secret ballot. When you do an open ballot floor test, it means that there will also be slips, which we call the piece of papers on which you have to decide which way you are voting. Now, this is not the first time it has happened. It has happened when there was problem in Uttarakhand Assembly. It has also happened in Arunachal Pradesh. In both these cases, Supreme Court of India had to intervene and they had to ensure a floor test. Now, we do not know as of now whether Supreme Court of India will be going for observers, but in the state of Uttarakhand, Supreme Court of India ensured that the observers were sent there and all non-essential personnel from the Assembly of Uttarakhand were removed from the premise, and then the floor test was done. Now, and the second aspect of this decision is that the court has taken a middle path. And when I say middle path, the Congress, Shiv Sena and NCP, they were insisting for an immediate floor test, which means they wanted floor test on Monday itself. On the other hand, the centre was of the opinion that let the 7-day pass and then the floor test can be conducted by 30th of November. So they felt that the 7 days, and that's what the Mukul Rohatgi argued on behalf of the centre. Now, court has taken a middle path here. The court has said, well, floor test needs to be done, which is 27. So in a way, without intervening or interfering in the power of the governor, or without showing any disrespect, it has taken a middle path. But the larger point here is, which should actually worry every watcher of politics in this country, is that political executive is running to the Supreme Court of India on mundane matters of legislature and on mundane matters of executive. And what it does is that the offices which are supposed to be neutral in nature, the people should perceive the office of governor as neutral, because it is neutral as per the Indian Constitution. The office of the speaker is neutral as per the Indian Constitution, but they are not being seen as neutral. And in that case, there is trust deficit, and everyone runs to the Supreme Court of India to decide what happens. And I think it's a very wrong precedent in Indian democracy.
Right, that's a very valid point that you've made, Kartikeya. And before I wrap this news story, I'd like to ask you, what is next for the political parties now? How are they going to strategize? We're also being told that the BJP is going to hold a core committee meeting at 11.
See, whatever happened yesterday is yesterday. In politics, it doesn't hold any ground. Whatever happens tomorrow at 5 p.m. will make the difference. See, you can demonstrate, you can showcase the support of 162 MLAs at a 5-star hotel in Mumbai, but it doesn't make any difference if those 162 do not turn up or if they do not vote for you on the floor of the House. So the game is open. You know, people can abstain, people cannot vote properly, people cannot vote at all, and people can actually cross-vote. You know, this has happened. It happened in, multiple assemblies, but very rarely it has happened that, people have voted whenever they are required to vote at a particular point of time when the politics becomes very keenly contested. Somnath Chatterjee was a rare example in 2007-8 in India's history, whereby he refused to listen to the party's diktat and continued to serve as the Speaker of the Republic of India, and he got expelled from CPIM. So in this case, let's see what happens. Who is the Pro Tem Speaker? Pro Tem Speaker is supposed to be the senior-most MLA. For example, last time when this government was formed, Kamal Nath became the Pro Tem Speaker in New Delhi.
So the selection of the pro tem speaker is also going to be very, very pivotal to the entire scenario. And it's important to note that the court actually said that, it's important to uphold democratic values and constitutional propriety, which the apex court is, of course, looking to do. And tomorrow, 5 p.m. is going to be very, very crucial. That's when we'll get to know what is the future of Maharashtra. On that note, thank you so much, Kartikeya Sharma, for bringing us all the latest.